Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Monday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Hopefully everyone out there had a great weekend watching the Broncos beat the Raiders, and now we're off to a lovely start to the week. Taking a look behind me on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, we're seeing some pretty clear conditions for the day. A little bit of cloud coverage, but nothing too terribly crazy out there, and that's going to kind of be the case all week long. We don't have any snow expected, no real rain potential either, just a nice dry week ahead. Sunny skies expected, relatively clear conditions, although at some points in the day we will see some cloud coverage. And of course, we are always counting down to Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of year, folks, and it's just 17 days away. Make sure you got your presents squared away because it's going to be here before you know it. Temperatures across the region starting to warm up pretty significantly as we've got a bit of high pressure building to the Pacific Northwest. Meanwhile, all that cold air that we saw, that's continued to push down onto the eastern side of the United States. Below average conditions, kind of as that polar jet stream continues to dip down even further into the region. But as you may notice, it's kind of missing us over here on the western slope, taking a bit of a wide angle over to the east coast, following the path of the Rockies, at least as far as Colorado is concerned. So seeing some pretty temperate, temperatures right now. However, we are still waking up to around that freezing threshold for Grand Junction, below freezing for Paonia, Nucla, Montrose Delta, and Glade Park, although the various forms of the 20s that we see, well, that's kind of all over the place. But Grand Junction, definitely the front runner at 32 degrees. That first bell's ringing to 29 degrees on that classroom forecast. Seeing a bit of a cooler start to the day, but temperatures will slowly get up to that above average threshold after school activities. For example, seeing 48 degrees, sunshiny skies, going to be a great time to be sure. As temperatures, they start to dip a little bit around 7 a.m. and then start to get out of that freezing range around 9 o'clock. Then we see those 40s a little bit before 11 o'clock and then continue on into there. We peak at about 2 p.m. and it's going to be a lovely afternoon to say the least. Haven't seen those upper 40s in what feels like forever. For that Cozy Cat forecast, this is Baby Lee, but we actually also have Sylvie hanging out with us a little bit later in the show. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's discuss the fact that mostly clear conditions, well, that's the name of the game, folks. We'll be seeing clear skies for the rest of the day. Wind speeds not super bad, but we will be seeing it die down a little bit during the day. And then temperatures, like we mentioned, getting out of that freezing threshold around 9 a.m. Definitely going to be a cozy morning, though, to be sure. As we look ahead for the week itself, we're seeing a little bit of that residual snowfall on the northern central mountains, but that disappears pretty quickly. And then we see another round of moisture push in, but a lot of it's concentrated to the north. Doesn't really get down to Colorado. So while there's a lot going on above us, we'll only maybe see a dusting on those very northern mountains. High wind watches as well as for those central mountains. So Vail Pass seeing kind of an interesting phenomena happening right now, I guess you could call it, where we're seeing this big change in temperature for the morning hours. And so a big rush of like snow showers will push in very briefly. And so that's making travel just a little bit difficult over there, but nothing too terrible. This is set to expire on Wednesday at midnight. So we'll be seeing that stick around. But take a look at this, folks. No real chances for showers or snow at all this week, which is definitely an interesting sign based off what we've seen for the last couple of days. Temperatures are going to continue to increase above average, though, and it's going to be a wild one in that scenario. As we take a look ahead at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, we're seeing those upper 40s finally turn back into the 50s. No real chances of precipitation happening around the region. Overnight lows pretty consistently rising as well. Montrose slightly cooler, those low 40s turning into mid 40s, and then yes, turning into 50s as well this week. Going to be a lovely time, although pretty consistently below freezing for those nights.